It's been 4 days since a DPS trooper was gunned down during a senseless attack on Thanksgiving Day. In the days that have followed, we have tried to make sense of this tragedy. What could have led to it? And who is the man who is accused of pulling the trigger? Tonight, we are learning more about DeBrett Black and what may have sparked this heinous act. Channel 6 News reporter Andrew Moore spoke exclusively to Black's sister earlier today. He joins us now with details. Andrew.
Chris, Linnell Black says she has always been close to her brother, and she still cannot believe the crime he allegedly committed. But she also said he showed signs of mental illness for years, and no one ever stepped up to help.
He witnessed his best friend lose his leg in an IED attack in a convoy. And ever since that, he hadn't been right.
Linnell Black does not defend her brother's actions on Thanksgiving Day, but she's trying to shed light on what could have led to the tragedy. She says DeBrett was asking for help after that traumatic experience, but didn't get it.
And his superiors didn't make sure he was okay. They left him behind.
Linnell says after that, he couldn't sleep and slowly became paranoid, but still went on another deployment.
He tried to shake it off and say, okay, I'm gonna get through this. But at one point in time, you're gonna break.
And that point was nearly 10 years later, just before he got out of the military.
He was setting booby traps in the house.
Linnell says she made a call and he was eventually placed in a mental hospital, but he got out after only 3 days. Later in 2015, he was arrested for assault on a public servant, and this year he found himself in jail again after a high-speed chase ended with him ramming a deputy's car, but again, he got out. His estranged wife, who talked to us only if we would not use her name, was baffled.
I don't know why he was released that second time recently. That was 100% him.
But when DeBrett called his sister after that last incident, she says his intentions were clear.
That particular night, he wanted to kill himself.
And while Linnell doesn't know what was going through DeBrett's head Thursday, she wishes someone had listened years ago.
My brother is not a bad person. And I hate this happened to that trooper. Lord knows I do. But the Army, this is they up.
I'm told DeBrett Black was transferred to the Limestone County Jail today, and we are still waiting to hear back from the sheriff about the details of the bond in that case. But his sister hopes that this time he's finally going to get some help. Chris?
All right, Andrew, thanks so much.